Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're underway in Atlanta. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Penix going to throw straight away. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's going to be brought down here after 42. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. He's got a gain of 6 there. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
1st and 10 from the 43. Penix here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Robinson. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards in the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds the in route complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life. And timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. To the ground by Nick Emanwari.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Penix on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Groupie sends it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, we call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the 1st time. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. This is a heater going deep. Brought in inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks just need 2 snaps to steal a lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Returnable from the 2. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
First time this game they've looked to him. And it's 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Walker on 1st down. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Running with Walker again. Oh, he lost the football. The Falcons bring it in. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You're using this play.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So crisis averted, partner, but their reward here is a tough third down.
Let's go now.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Falcons take over as he records his 10th career INT.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return. I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
15-yard line.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're hoping to convert here on second and goal. Penix working from the gun. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Now Penix on third and goal. Has it in close. And they're going to hold him to 5 yards, a little short of that marker. We'll see if they want to go for this on fourth down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Less than a yard to that goal line. This is fourth and goal. Trying for it with Penix. Pass complete, screenplay. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Blake Groupie to try the extra point. He connects on the point after. And the Falcons push their lead to 3.
Seahawks 7.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. Showing a little burst so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Connects with the open man downfield. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Handoff running left, Walker. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
First down, and they go right back to it. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Play made there by Clark Phillips.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones on the mounts are really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
19, Tiger, 19.
Throwing now, Thompson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Let's go.
Here he goes, third and long. Connection made to Shaheed. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make the defense pay.
First and goal. Here's Walker. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Return starts at the 3. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. Staying with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. We paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. That's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after that play. First down from the 42. From the shotgun, Penix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Throwing now off the play action. Has a big strike to Addison. Keeps himself upright. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Fields this one at the 3. Showing a little burst so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. First down now, ball at the 33. Now Penix off the play action. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Julian Love. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
He has room past the 25. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18.
28. Falcons 10. Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 3. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10. At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back. 1st down, play action. He finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
We've set it downs from 37. They give up the gut to Walker. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
Thompson back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Has it at the 7. And the stop is made as they get themselves into 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They've got a man in motion.
After 60.
Walker now from the gun. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Setting up, 2nd and goal. Walker again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. Catch is made in close. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get more points to end a lopsided first half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. Jukes away from one. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line. One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Gets everything he has under this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Staying with Walker. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Kate. I got to judge that one. That tells me that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, here's Penix. Finds his back, it's Robinson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from 37. Heads out on the bootleg. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go.
This is Walker on second. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now Thompson to throw. Throwing for the back of the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win. What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Fields this one at the 3. He brushed him off with ease. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Cancertan has it. And the Seahawks get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They go play action on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. He takes this forward a little into about the 39. Tackled there by James Pierce. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Falcons' 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Completed right side to Addison. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
It gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again.
Falcons 10.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Penix working from the gun. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And it's 3rd down.
Derek Hall there on the coverage.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pass complete to Robinson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 8 on that one. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. He dodged the tackle. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun handoff to Carter. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body. And these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. He got 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Falcon football, but this late, that lead might be too much for them to overcome. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going play fake with Penix. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons putting up points in a game decided.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. He goes out of bounds on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Design bootleg here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. So that brings up 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Let's go now. Steady.
Handoff off to Walker from the gun. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's third down now.
You know, kid, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Falcons bringing out an extra defensive back for third down. To throw, Thompson. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Thompson now. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks continue piling it on here in the fourth. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks continue adding on to that lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. So now it's going to be third and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. Has room down the left sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll try and punch it in. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. It's only 2nd down, but the punt team is on the field. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Seahawks now to throw. And they pick him off again! And the Seahawks get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
The Seahawks will take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Ready, go!
Back-to-back carries here. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's third down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost.
He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back. He gets 3 on the run, and now a couple of options for him on fourth down. Not sure what possessed them to do this. It looks like they're lining up to punt inside the red zone. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Penix looking to pass. Has it downfield working the left. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's a design run. Drawn up for him. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. He's drawn up for him. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners as we say goodbye from Atlanta.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better.
On my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah.
Better when I wanna get better.